Who stopped us from educating? Tell me. Did RSS or VHP put gun on our head that don't study?
To those who may say Zafar Sareshwala is a quote-unquote sarkari Muslim, you would say what?
तो 20 करोड़ के मुसलमानों के मसले के लिए you'll talk to Professor Yunus?
As a Muslim, how should you see the call given by Yogi Adityanath?
It is easier to deal with BJP chief ministers.
What is the difference?
I'll tell you what.
पर ये जो लोग हैं जो जैसे अजमेर दरगाह, अब उस पे भी एक पिटिशन, संभल में there have been deaths.
There was no reason for Muslims to come out.
But would you say do you say this to every community or only to the Muslim? How do you see a figure like Mr. Owaisi?
जब आप मकबूल नहीं हैं सब में, आप नहीं जीत सकते.
This is a country that organically will love a Shah Rukh Khan. तो फिर मसला क्या है?
मोहम्मद रफ़ी को जो मोहम्मद रफ़ी बनाया किसने? नौशाद साहब को नौशाद बनाया किसने? मजरू सुल्तानपुरी को मजरू सुल्तानपुरी का मकाम दिया किसने?
जफर भाई, अभी सुप्रीम कोर्ट की बड़ी इंटरवेंशन आई है प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप एक्ट पर. When we were talking earlier, you said अगर ये पैंडोरास बॉक्स बंद ना किया जाए, there will be anarchy. और जो एक उम्मीद है that India will grow and be a major superpower, उसके रास्ते में भी impediments रखे जाएंगे. Now with the Supreme Court intervention, अब क्या कहेंगे आप?
See, I think for me, I always see the brighter side of it. What I saw in this is India, and this the world has seen. It is about Hindus and Muslims.
Yes.
Muslims are only 15%.
Yes.
Take the petitioners, except I think 2 who were again who wanted to wanted Supreme Court to talk about the Places of Worship Act. Okay, only 2 petitioners were Muslims, 9 were Hindus. The lawyers who argued were Hindus. The judges who heard were Hindus. And they stopped it.
Halted it.
Yes, whatever. And they asked the government to come up with their version or whatever. This is beauty of India. That India is not a banana republic. We are ruled by law and we have a democratic institution. So this message for me is brilliant. And I spoke yesterday about this to one of the very large investors of Saudi Arabia. That look, you'll have skirmishes. No, you're at that. But this is India.
One of the points you'd made on an earlier program of mine, which has been quoted widely, including by, I think, Sanjay Baru in the Indian Express, was that those who are doing this are actually enemies of Modi. That is the phrase you used. जो मोदी जी के क्रिटिक्स हैं, जो बीजेपी के क्रिटिक्स हैं, वो उनको तो लगता है कि ये सरकार रोक सकती है अगर रोकना चाहे. आप कहते हैं ये आरएसएस, योर एग्जैक्ट फ्रेज वाज these are the enemies of Modi, RSS in India. Explain that.
No, because see, Mr. Mohan Bhagwat had very clearly, and everybody
said, don't look for a shivling under every mosque.
And you know why? Okay, I mean, and these people who are looking towards, a temple under every mosque, they're talking of 40,000. Now you imagine. See, my problem is that yes, whatever has happened, I'm not getting into that detail. But this will create problem for India, which is growing now. And why I said this? Look, I've been moving out of the country, traveling almost for 30 years now. What I used to see 30 years back and what I'm seeing now, I mean, what impression people, particularly investors, particularly, intellectuals across the world have about India is different. There's a sea change. I can't imagine when I went to Saudi Arabia first time in 87 and when I went now in 2024. People know India. People know Prime Minister Modi. People know the big intellectual, educated class of India. People know the potential of India. It is there. Now, what India needs? We need foreign direct investment. We need to become a manufacturing hub of the country. What China has happened. You take China and India. You are student of economics. I take cutoff of 1991. In 1991, or take further, 78. If you take 78 or 79, 80, China was much behind India. Today, our economy is not even 4 trillion. China is 17 trillion.
Yeah.
Why they have done? They also must be having a lot of problems, but they became today the manufacturing hub of the world, which India can, because we have everything available with us. We have raw material, we have population, we have maximum the number of engineers which we are producing every year. So we have the whole infrastructure. Now, if we start doing this, and you know why? Because I am somebody who has been in the investment part of the field. Any investor, forget about Hindu, Muslim or whoever. If a Hindu investor, why between 85 and 2007, or because that was the part when Ahmedabad was burning. Every 2 years there were riots, curfew and all that. Not a single Ahmedabadi businessman had invested 1,000 crore. And then, Mr. Modi started this vibrant Gujarat and development, and now the whole world is coming to Gujarat.
Right.
Why? Because you need peace.
Right.
If there is slight strife anywhere in the world, forget about in Gujarat, suppose, or wherever, forget about Muslim or even a Hindu will not invest.
You said that in your travels, before the Supreme Court halted this copycat petition bazi across India, कि भाई इस मस्जिद के नीचे मंदिर एक जमाने में होता था, उन्होंने कहा नहीं, अभी इसको रोकिए, पहले हम इस लॉ पर एक डिटर्मिनेशन लेंगे, फिर आगे बढ़ते हैं. You said in your travels, people would ask you questions कि हो क्या रहा है? What would you say?
Because now we are living in the age of social media.
Yeah.
Something happening now in Sambal, immediately within 2 minutes it's seen across the world.
From Sambal to Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, UAE, America. I received reverse clips in Arabic subtitles, in English subtitles of what's happening in. So this is, I'm saying, my concern is that one Sambal and it created havoc around. You tell me if it happens in Sambal and tomorrow it happens in Allahabad, it happens in Muradabad or any other place, means there is skirmish, means there is problem, there is tension. You tell me which investor in the world who will invest there. I'm talking of that. We need our people who are coming out doing
what we now you are somebody on our earlier podcast, we spoke of how you were once a very fierce Modi critic. You're from Gujarat, the home state of the Prime Minister. And you moved from being a Modi critic to a Modi admirer. That was your journey. You met with the Prime Minister when he was not then the Prime Minister and so on. Today, what would you hope the Prime Minister and the government would do? Because you see, the ball is now shifted to the political court. Jo adalat hai, usne to rok laga di. Now it is about managing it politically. What would you hope the Prime Minister would do at this point?
See, I think I have seen Mr. Modi very closely. He's very smart. He's very intelligent. Politically, if you are talking, this whole, masjid issue is beyond. I mean, the political advantage which BJP had to take has already been taken. I mean, as the other day Salim Saab was telling me, Sholay ek hi baar ban sakta. People tried to make Sholay after that, but it was a disaster. It is already there.
तो शोले बन गई बीजेपी की.
राम मंदिर बन गया, सब हो गया. मतलब even, लेकिन अब if you start getting into it, that injustice was done to Hindus. Now, for God's sake, number one, what have the present Muslims to do with it?
Correct.
For example, the Mughal, there is not a single descendant. I mean, you are going to say that the Muslims in this country now have anything to do with the Mughals? What? So, I think we need to move and make India now as the hub of manufacturing. See, we did once upon a time, about 30 years back, we became for IT, service sector. See, I always felt that service sector cannot generate that amount of economic development which manufacturing. Manufacturing is long term, but it creates a cascading effect of bringing jobs. So now, and you know why I'm crying? Because we have all the template ready with us. We have raw materials, as I said earlier. We have engineering graduates. We have technocrats. We have that. So we now need to concentrate in building this.
In Maharashtra, which is your home state, along with Gujarat, the recent verdict, big win for the BJP and the BJP-led alliance, it also raises a question mark about this assumption कि मुसलमान तो हमारे साथ ही आएगा. In fact, there was less enthusiasm among Muslim voters for this election compared to the Lok Sabha. There was controversy around a contentious person like Sajjad Nomani intervening in politics. How do you see what happened with the Muslim community in the Maharashtra vote?
See, I'll go back earlier to 2014. I remember in 2014, around March or February end, there was a meeting of Muslim intellectuals in Delhi, and they had invited. And because there was growth of Mr. Modi, BJP, it was almost something. So that stupid idea which has come in the Muslim mind that how can we defeat them?
Why stupid? एक ज़माने में तो आप भी ऐसे सोचते थे. एक ज़माने में.
हाँ, एक सोचता था, लेकिन you learn from your mistakes. You learn from your mistakes. That was in my understanding of last so many elections. I spoke and I went away. They didn't like that. And what I said? I said, look, if tomorrow the election will happen and BJP will come to power, okay, they will come to power with around 35, 36% or less than 40% vote. Because earlier UPA was ruling with 30% vote, 31%. So they may get 35%. Means 65% Indians would have voted against, they would vote against them. आप सब टोपी पहन लो, मुसलमान. All 15% are going to vote against BJP. In spite of that, 50% Indians would have voted against them.
Right.
So those 50% are not in firing range. And you 15%, what is the fun? Why you want to get into a firing range where you can't even defeat? So I had said that keep quiet. I'm not questioning your intellectual. Vote whoever you want to vote. Don't make a show out of it.
Why?
Because unnecessary. What's happened now? Maharashtra, total Maharashtra BJP and their allies, they got about 48% vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Means 52% people in Maharashtra voted against them.
I know, but we have the first past the post system, not a popular vote system, right?
Yeah. Why? That only 12%, suppose you take 12% Muslims, but in 12%, not all have voted against them.
No.
Lot of, among that 12% have voted for Ajit Pawar also.
Correct.
And also for Uddhav Sena and some even...
For Eknath even. Uddhav Sena nahi, Eknath Sena.
Yeah. For Eknath also. Yeah. Means 40% Hindus voting against BJP is not a problem.
Right.
But what they are saying, देखो मुसलमानों ने हमारे को वोट किया. मतलब why you want to get into something which you cannot even achieve?
But they have equal political rights to any other community in the country, right?
Saying, why you want to make a show of it?
देखो उनका आंसर I don't know शायद होगा कि हम डिफेंसिव क्यों रहे.
नहीं, डिफेंसिव की बात ही नहीं है ना. See, I am एक ऑर्डिनरी बिजनेसमैन होता है ना. वो आप तो जाते हैं सुपरमार्केट में, वो आदमी जो कपड़ा लेने, वो जो बैठता है ना पीछे, जो सेल्समैन, उसको वो औरत के चढ़ते ही पता चल जाता है ये खरीदने वाली है कि नहीं खरीदने वाली. आदमी इतना ही वक्त गुजारता है जिसमें मिलना है क्या नहीं मिलना है. या बिजनेसमैन, हम दुकान लेके बैठते हैं, अगर 1 साल के बाद नहीं चलती, 2 साल के बाद तो हम सोचते हैं यार नहीं ये नहीं चलता है, we need to change. So what I am saying is that Muslims need to, yes, you become quiet. Don't make a show of it. Something which you can't achieve. And what I am saying is that there are so many other things to do for the Muslims. Then getting into this, you prioritize. Of course, yes, politics is very important. But then you see what would have happened even. Suppose BJP would have lost. Okay. What politics Muslims would have done? You tell me. only 2% Muslims were given tickets by the so-called seculars, and the people on whom 85% Muslims would have voted. And what even if they would have come in power? I had seen this in Rajasthan when earlier this Congress government, who was the chief minister?
Ashok Gehlot.
I went there, and I did lot of programs of Talim o Tarbat when Ashok Gehlot was there. And when I did now also, I saw the marked difference. What did Ashok Gehlot give to the Muslims? 80% वोट से तुम उनके आए हो, तुमने उनको सिवाय माइनॉरिटी फाइनेंस कॉर्पोरेशन के कुछ भी नहीं दिया. And you know that minority finance, it was, I would have kicked. That minority finance corporation did not even have budget of 1 crore. At least when BJP was there earlier, Vasundhara, there were 2 Muslims who were holding powerful ministries. One Yunus Khan, I think. I'd met him. He was minister of PWD and some other road development.
Yeah.
So I had said this to Muslims that don't, because number one, you have got only 2% tickets. मतलब आप करोगे क्या? आपके 5, 6, 7, 7, 8 will come. And what are they going to give you? They will give you Hajj committee, Waqf board and minority finance corporation. They will not give you anything which BJP, without you giving any vote to them, they are giving that to you. As it is, BJP is also.
Are you saying there is no difference? Are you saying there is no difference?
I am saying there is no difference except rhetoric. There is no difference. So I am saying Muslims now need to change their priority. ठीक है? I am not saying don't. Yeah, you open your eyes, ears open, think okay, but don't give so much importance to politics. Because by doing that you have lost a lot of things. For example, education. And I've seen this. If you are highly educated and you have skill based on education with honesty and integrity, a worst communalist can also not put you on side. Because people. So I am saying.
So when you hear slogans, if you're a Muslim in Maharashtra and you hear a slogan, "Batenge to katenge," then the Prime Minister comes and he says, "No, not this slogan. Ek hai to safe hai." As a Muslim, how should you see the call given by Yogi Adityanath?
See, a very powerful and top-notch BJP leader told me this. And I'm quoting here. This Muslims should learn. I think 2007 election was happening in Gujarat. He said, यार देखो, अभी इलेक्शन में तुम बहुत कुछ सुनोगे. उसको बहुत ध्यान देने की जरूरत नहीं है. I have been saying to Muslims that look, from political platform during election, 2 तरह के लोग होंगे. एक तुम्हारी मुखालिफत में बोलते हैं और एक तुम्हारी मोहब्बत में. है ना? मोहब्बत में भी तो बोलते हैं ना. तुमको ये देंगे, तुमको वो देंगे, तुमको रिजर्वेशन देंगे. देते हैं. Our Prime Minister once had said the first part of that pie should go to the minorities. Okay. उसमें भी बड़ी controversy.
Manmohan Singh.
But हाँ, his idea was कि उनको मिलना चाहिए. मिला
Not only minorities, by
all minorities. ठीक है? क्या मिला? तो I said, तो उन्होंने कहा यार ये भी बोल है, ये भी बोल है. इनको तो I am saying now to the Muslim that look, because I've dealt with BJP ministers. Now take for example Fadnavis. I've been dealing with chief ministers of Maharashtra for almost now since 2004. Okay. I've seen Congress ministers, then Fadnavis came, then Uddhav Thackeray, and then these people. It is easier to deal with BJP chief ministers when in terms of education, entrepreneurship, then with the...
What is the difference?
I'll tell you what. This Anjuman Islam institution, very large in Mumbai. There were more than 110 institutions. They had applied, I think in 2007, 8 or 9, applied to get, approval for law department. They couldn't get. It's wasted 4 or 5 years. When Fadnavis came in 2016. And I'll tell you, when we went to Fadnavis first time, we started this whole, Talim Ki Taakat. And we started from Mumbai. The first one we did in Mumbai, and we thought we'll bring the chief minister. और वो उस वक्त बोलते थे ये RSS का आदमी है and all that. So I said, लोगों ने बोला कि यार फडणवीस को क्यों बुला रहे हो जफर भाई? मैंने कहा नहीं भाई, चीफ मिनिस्टर है, ही इज नाउ द चीफ मिनिस्टर, और हमारा सारा प्रॉब्लम है, हमारे मसले हैं, आप उससे नहीं बात करोगे तो किससे बात करोगे? जो हमने मोदी से की थी। तो बोले वो आएगा ही नहीं। मुझे लोगों ने कहा, तो एनीवे ही कॉल्ड अस और हम लोग गए। ही वॉज मोर देन विलिंग देन एनीबडी एल्स। ही सेड जफर भाई अगर एजुकेशन के लिए कुछ भी करते हो मैं तैयार हूँ। ही गेव अस ब्लैंक दिस थिंग, व्हेनेवर यू डू I'll come. He came. And we only made proposals of education in that program to him. He said from the dais, he said, अगर education के लिए कोई भी requirement है आप मेरे पास आओ, मेरा इतना 1000 करोड़ का बजट है, अगर उसमें 2-3 हजार करोड़ ज्यादा भी हो जाता है तो मैं करने के लिए तैयार हूँ, लेके आओ मेरे पास। तो that gave us a cue. So I took the Anjuman people, they went there. Within 24 hours, Fadnavis sanctioned law department for them, and it is flourishing now. They have a law school now. So, and then every Talim Tarbiyat program, whenever we used to tell them, they would.
So
now I'm giving a comparison. I did in Jaipur also, and one other place in Rajasthan. I could not reach the chief minister. For 20 days, I couldn't reach the chief minister.
To those who may say, I have other questions, but to those who may say Zafar Sareshwala is a quote-unquote Sarkari Muslim, you would say what?
I mean, this is easiest thing.
कहते हैं ना लोग, आजकल जो मुसलमान बीजेपी के करीब माना जाता है उसको सरकारी मुसलमान बोले।
This is laughable. I'll tell you why. हुकूमत किसकी है? नरेंद्र मोदी की। 20 करोड़ मुसलमान है, तो 20 करोड़ के मुसलमानों के मसले के लिए you'll talk to प्रोफेसर यूनुस और इमरान खान और मोहम्मद बिन सलमान और मोहम्मद बिन जायद। I mean, what a foolish thing.
But आपको, you must have heard people say.
Yeah. So I told them. I said, एक काम करो, मत आओ ना मेरे पास। ये जो बोलते हैं ना, वो काम कराने रोज आते हैं, रोज। There were people in jail. Tabligh Jamaat, something had happened. Whatever, I'm not getting detail. There were several people in the jails.
Yeah.
वो जो लॉकडाउन का जो भी हुआ था,
कोविड के टाइम, हाँ,
तो छुड़वाने के लिए तो मैं जाता था उनको। तो भाई यार, तो वही तो मैं कह रहा हूं, जो सरकार है, अगर कांग्रेस की है, डीएमके की है या टीएमसी,
you engage with the government.
You engage with them. I'm not saying बीजेपी जिसकी है।
पर ये जो रेटरिक आपने कहा कि जो चुनाव में बहुत चीजें बोली जाती हैं, इग्नोर देम, आपको कभी लगता नहीं कि ज्यादा हो गया बहुत?
भाई देखो, ऐसा है कि मेरे को मालूम है, इसलिए आई एग्जैक्टली नो। सी, आई विल टेल यू, बीजेपी इज वेरी स्मार्ट। दे एग्जैक्टली नो। जैसे हमारे महेश भट्ट साहब एक बार बोलते थे, महेश भट्ट हैज वेरी गुड नेक ऑफ म्यूजिक, उनको मालूम है ना। आप देखोगे वो फॉरन उनकी फिल्म का जो ट्रेडमार्क इज म्यूजिक, ही नोस कि ये चलेगा। तो बीजेपी के जो लोग हैं ना, उनको एग्जैक्टली मालूम है हमारा कौन सा जुमला चलने वाला है। इसलिए ये कांग्रेस पार्टी बेवकूफ़ी करती है कि भाई ये चुनाव में यू आर टॉकिंग ऑफ अंबानी अडानी। यार, एक ऑर्डिनरी वोटर को क्या जरूरत है? तो देखो, एक इलेक्शन जीतना वो बीजेपी को बहुत अच्छी तरह से आता है। दे एग्जैक्टली नो विच वर्ड ऑफ माइन, एंड पर्टिकुलरली अबाउट प्राइम मिनिस्टर, आई नो ही एग्जैक्टली नोज कि मेरा कौन सा वर्ड चलेगा। तो वो है उनके अंदर। रही बात उसके बाद जब वो कुर्सी पे बैठते हैं, तो मैंने देखा कि ऑलमोस्ट दे आर सेम। बल्कि इट इज ईजियर टू डील विथ बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट्स, पर्टिकुलर सी आई एम टेलिंग ऑल द टाइम द मुस्लिम्स, भाई छोड़ो, दूसरी सब चीजें छोड़ दो, एजुकेशन एंड इंटरप्रिटेशन। इनफैक्ट योगी आदित्यनाथ, आई मेट हिम व्हेन ही केम द चीफ मिनिस्टर फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम इन 2018-19। आई मेट हिम, बोले भाई, तो सर मैंने बोला आई केम फॉर मौलाना आज़ाद नेशनल उर्दू यूनिवर्सिटी। ओके, मौलाना आज़ाद नेशनल उर्दू यूनिवर्सिटी हैज अबाउट 12 or 13 campuses other than the main which they have in Maharashtra. They have in Bengal, they have in Maharashtra, they have got in Karnataka, Haryana, so many other places they have. But they did not have a campus in UP. Now it is a Urdu university. So I said, बोले भाई क्या है? तो मैंने कहा सर मैं मौलाना आज़ाद नेशनल उर्दू यूनिवर्सिटी है और उर्दू जो है वो यूपी से उसका कनेक्शन है, और सर हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी का कैंपस हमारे पास यहाँ नहीं है, यूपी में, आओ दो एप्लीकेशन देते हैं आपको लखनऊ में। In my tenure, I took land for campus because I'm, a businessman. So I always think कि यार जमीन होगी, ये नॉर्मल एक चांसलर होता है वो बेचारे की ये सोच नहीं होती है हमारी, बिकॉज आई एम अ बिजनेसमैन, आई ऑलवेज थॉट कि अगर इसको आगे 50 साल के बाद करना है तो आज अगर जमीन होगी तो आप कुछ कर सकोगे ना भाई अल्टीमेटली। सो यू वोंट बिलीव बरखा, इन माई 3.5-4 years tenure, I got land allocated by Madhya Pradesh, 5 acres, 6 acres land they allocated in Bhopal when Shivraj Chauhan was chief minister. I went to Fadnavis. He said, बताओ जफर भाई कहाँ चाहिए, अहमदनगर में या आप बोलो इलाहाबाद, ये औरंगाबाद। When Mehbooba Mufti was ruling the government with BJP, I went to her. She allocated about 5 or 6 acres of land just outside Srinagar. So, when Yogi Adityanath, can you believe that? He said, बताओ क्या है? Then I also raised issues about, उस वक्त वो जब चल रहा था ना ये बीफ वालों का और वो सब,
वो दुकान पे रेडी पे आप अपना नाम रखिए।
नहीं, उससे पहले ये शुरू के अंदर जो बीफ का,
अच्छा,
तो मेरा मतलब what I am saying is that look, they are in the government. It is your duty to go and explain to them.
You are saying that for the Indian Muslim, a BJP government and an opposition government in real terms is no different.
No different. It is easier. You just go and talk to them. Yes. See, that is the perception. एक परसेप्शन बनता है ना, ये एंटी मुस्लिम है, ये एंटी है। भाई मिलता है तो भाई मोदी फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हम तो जब मिले थे मोदी से सबसे पहले तो हिंदू हृदय सम्राट, और उनका एक वो था ना व्यू कि वो तो मिलेंगे नहीं मुसलमान से, लेकिन जब मिले तो हम सोचा कि यार मतलब।
पर ये जो लोग हैं जो जैसे अजमेर दरगाह, जिनकी चादर मोदी जी खुद रिसीव कर चुके हैं मेरे ख्याल 1 से ज्यादा बारी, अब उस पे भी एक पिटिशन आ जाती है, राइट? संभल में देयर हैव बीन डेथ्स, देयर इज, ये सिर्फ रेटरिक नहीं है, ये
See,
this environment.
What I would have done.
Yes.
What I would have done. कि भाई संभल में उसने दिया ना ऑर्डर, ठीक है करने दो ना, वो ऑर्डर दिया ना कि हम उसका सर्वे करेंगे। There was no reason for Muslims to come out. See, I'm always saying that look, demonstration और agitation से कुछ नहीं होगा।
But would you say
बहुत कुछ,
but would you say this to every community or only to the Muslims?
अभी मुसलमान चूंकि फोकस में इसलिए, हाँ मैं सबको बोलता हूँ।
But in a democracy,
डेमोक्रेसी में सी, हाँ ये मैंने
peaceful protest का हक सबको है।
विदाउट सेल बाय डेट नहीं, कंटिन्यू। जैसे मैंने शाहीन बाग में जो बैठे थे, मैं तो उनकी मदद भी करता था भाई, खाना बेचता था मैं बॉम्बे में जो भेजे, लेकिन मैं उनको एक बात बोलता था कि यार ऐसा ना हो कि आपका एजिटेशन की कोई डेट ही नहीं हो। अरे एजिटेशन का मतलब क्या है, एक स्टेज तो आएगा, यही तो रीजन थी मोदी से मिलने की, हमने मोदी के खिलाफ तो एजिटेशन किए ही थे। महेश भट्ट ने क्या बोला मुझे, जो महेश भट्ट ने जब कहा कि नहीं मिलना चाहिए,
राइट,
तो क्या बोला, बोले देखो जफर, हम कोई जाती दुश्मनी तो है नहीं मोदी से, जो बात अभी भी वही सेम है, हम तो एक मसला हल करना चाहते हैं, और इसमें भी एक स्टेज तो आएगा ना कि आपको मोदी के साथ ही बैठना पड़ेगा। आपको बैठना किससे पड़ेगा बताइए?
No, I agree with that. You can't not engage with the prime minister of your country.
मतलब जिसके खिलाफ में आप जो भी चाहे, आप बंगाल में ममता के खिलाफ कर रहे हो,
करेक्ट,
अल्टीमेटली तो ममता के साथ ही बैठना पड़ेगा ना। और ऐसा कैसा है कि यार आपके एजिटेशन में उनके साथ बैठने का कोई स्कीम ऑफ थिंग्स ही नहीं है। अल्टीमेटली तो बात तो रखनी पड़ेगी ना भाई, आपके जो इश्यूज हमने रखी मोदी साहब के सामने, हर बार रखते रहे, तो कुछ चीजें नहीं होती थी, यस कुछ चीजें होती थी या कुछ नहीं होती थी, लेकिन उनके जहन में आती थी कि नहीं हाँ ये एक इशू है।
But how do you explain the contradiction that I would say the most loved actor today is Shah Rukh Khan, icon across communities, across I don't know age groups, right? So this is a country that organically will love a Shah Rukh Khan. तो फिर मसला क्या है?
कुछ भी नहीं है यार। मुझे एक बात बताओ, शाहरुख खान या सलमान खान या आमिर खान वो क्यों है? क्या मुसलमानों की वजह से? क्या सलमान खान की फिल्म 100 करोड़ 2 दिन में करती है, शाहरुख खान की फिल्म 1000 करोड़ करती है, क्या मुसलमान फिल्म देखता है? कौन देखता है? शाहरुख खान जो है आज, या सलमान खान जो है, या दिलीप कुमार फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इट वॉज नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ मुस्लिम्स. हिंदू दीवाने थे. मोहम्मद रफी के गाने कौन गाता है आज भी? मोहम्मद रफी को जो मोहम्मद रफी बनाया किसने? नौशाद साहब को नौशाद बनाया किसने? मजरू सुल्तानपुरी को मजरू सुल्तानपुरी का मकाम दिया किसने? हिंदू ने दिया इस मुल्क के. मुसलमान तो है ही नहीं कुछ भी, 15% है. तो मेरा ये कहना है कि देखिए ये भी इश्यूज हैं, लेकिन अब मुसलमानों को प्रायोरिटाइज करने की जरूरत है. और देखिए एजिटेशन करना वो सूट करता है सामने वाले, याद रखना आप, उनको सूट करता है. तुम करते रहो एजिटेशन, बैठे रहो. तो मेरा ये कहना है,
अब जैसे दिलजीत दोसांझ ने अभी राहत इंदौरी का,
हाँ बोला उसने, जो भी बोला ने, तो वो हिंदू. आप मुझे बताओ, इंदौर में जो लाखों लोग थे कौन थे? वाह करते थे उसकी. अरे भाई राहत इंदौरी भी तो, जो इंदौरी राहत इंदौरी बने नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ मुस्लिम्स. तो मेरा यह है कि अब इससे आगे बोलते हैं ना, यू हैव टू थिंक आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स. हमको एक चीज पिनाई गई थी सालों से, तो अब हमको उससे आगे जाने की जरूरत.
व्हाट अबाउट पॉलिटिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन?
अब पॉलिटिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन में तो आप बरखा मुझे बताइए, जिन लोगों को मुसलमान 85% वोट देते हैं, वो भी मुसलमानों को टिकट ही कहां देते हैं? अब देखिए अभी महाराष्ट्र, बहुत दूर जाने की कहां जरूरत है. कितने मुसलमानों को टिकट मिली? 2.5%. तो मैं समझता हूं, इसलिए यस, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम सेइंग के वो तो मुसलमान के कंट्रोल में नहीं है. भाई पॉलिटिकल पार्टी आपको टिकट ही नहीं देगी. अच्छा, वी आर नॉट लिविंग इन एज ऑफ मिस्टर जिन्ना के यू मुस्लिम्स विल हैव अनदर Muslim League. It will be a disaster.
Correct.
It cannot.
Well, there are politicians who say they speak for Muslim interests, like an Asaduddin Owaisi, and sometimes he's been called the B team of the BJP. How do you see a figure like Mr. Owaisi?
See, Owaisi is. I have a lot of respect for Owaisi for certain things, because I was in Hyderabad for 3.5 years. I've seen one thing about Mr. Owaisi there, that Mr. Owaisi. Why? I mean, I was wondering, Hyderabad is not 80% Muslim. Hyderabad is some 51% Muslim, but he's winning with a huge majority. Means he cannot win without Hindu votes coming to him. Now, why that is happening? And I saw that see, he runs schools. He runs junior colleges. He runs engineering college. He has a medical college. He runs a very big hospital. And then I've also seen that every Friday or once a week, Mr. Owaisi with his 7 MLAs, they sit there and people come with their issues. So he's a parliamentarian. So ek chalti to he can pick up the phone to anybody. So he does that. So that's why he's very in Hyderabad, and in that part he has
standing.
He has standing. There's no doubt about it. And then also, whatever people say, when he speaks in parliament, you have to accept that he speaks absolute. Not once any of his utterances of parliament have been, expunged when he speaks. Somebody, one national television asked me about this, कि ओवैसी साहब इस तरह से है, ये है. तो मैं बोला यार, ओवैसी के बगैर तो आपके प्रोग्राम खत्म नहीं होते. मतलब आप ये कहना चाहते हो कि आपके प्रोग्राम में आप ऐसे आदमी को बुलाते हो कि जो इन्हें ये है, तो फिर यार आप पहले बताओ, तय करो कौन सी बात आपकी सच्ची है. क्योंकि आपकी कोई कॉन्क्लेव ऐसी नहीं है जिसमें ओवैसी
ना हो.
तो आप बुलाते क्यों, ऐसे आदमी को बुलाते हो? तो ठीक है, ओवैसी साहब की जो रेटोरिक है, उनकी जो फीलिंग है, बट आई फील के उससे नहीं होगा.
तो पॉलिटिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन
नहीं होगा. क्या हुआ? मिला ही नहीं. अच्छा, ओवैसी की पार्टी जो एक बेचारा इम्तियाज जलील, आई थिंक
फॉर्मर कॉलीग,
योर कॉलीग, and he's a wonderful man, and I have interacted with him. He's a wonderful man. हिंदू मुसलमान साहब, उसके सामने खड़ा करके बेचारे को हरवा दिया. कौन सी अक्लमंदी है? At least इम्तियाज जलील speaks,
right?
यानी he speaks and he raises issues. So, but the problem is that political parties, unless they, and then one more thing, yes, unless political parties, they don't give votes to Muslims. Second most important thing, I feel, that no Muslim can win because of Muslim votes. Forget about it. Third, it is very important for a Muslim politician to be loved even by the Hindus. Unless you don't, जिसको in my language I said, जब आप मकबूल नहीं हैं सब में, आप नहीं जीत सकते. And there are certain, like I know of one MLA in Gujarat, Pirzada or something. He wins about 4-5 consecutive he's been winning from a place in Wakaner in Saurashtra. He's winning from a place where Muslims are not even 12%. But he's very, because तो अब आई थिंक मुसलमान को ये बनना पड़ेगा कि भाई ये मुस्लिम लीडरशिप है ना, यही एक मिथ है. देयर कैनॉट बी अ मुस्लिम लीडरशिप और अ क्रिश्चियन लीडरशिप. लीडर होता है. तो जो मुसलमान पॉलिटिक्स में आना चाहते हैं या हैं, उनको अब है ना अपने स्कीम ऑफ थिंग्स को बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. दे विल हैव टू बिकम लीडर. कि हिंदू भी आपको लीडर समझे, क्रिश्चियन भी समझे, सिख भी समझे. ये जिस दिन होगा तो लोग वोट देंगे. भाई मुसलमान दे रहे हैं ना, हिंदू को ही वोट देते हैं. अब देखो ना मुसलमान वोट किसको देता है. तो आई थिंक मुस्लिम्स नाउ नीड टू मूव फ्रॉम बीइंग मुस्लिम लीडर
to leaders. In the end, Zafar Sureshwala, one piece of advice, I know you interact with the community, your focus is on education. What would be that advice?
See, I feel my advice to the community is that you raised about political representation. My father used to tell me कि हमारी जिंदगी में जो मसले होते हैं वो दो किस्म के होते हैं. We have two types of problems. One is I cannot do without you, without your support. और एक मेरा मसला वो है कि मुझे किसी की जरूरत नहीं. आई कैन डू ऑन माई ओन. आवर प्रॉब्लम इज दिस पॉलिटिकल. यू कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग विदाउट द सपोर्ट ऑफ द पॉलिटिकल पार्टी. नाउ इफ द पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज आर नॉट गोइंग टू गिव यू टिकट, वेयर ऑन अर्थ यू आर गोइंग टू गो इन द पार्लियामेंट और असेंबली और काउंसिल. सो यू कांट डू अनलेस दे डोंट गिव यू.
Yeah.
ओके, सो लीव इट असाइड.
छोड़ दो उसको
अभी साइड में रख दो. प्रायोरिटी, आई एम नॉट सेइंग लीव इट. इसको अभी साइड में रख दो. I feel that there is, and I had said earlier also, that the problem of Muslims in the country has become that they've become irrelevant. Politically. And yes, for that I would see in my own, बोलते हैं ना, जब तक हम अपने गरेबान में नहीं देखेंगे, don't blame anybody. For example, education. We are the least educated in the country. Who stopped us from educating? Tell me. Did RSS or VHP put gun on our head that don't study? So we have lost on it. We did not educate ourselves. So I think keep this aside and get yourself highly educated. My father used to tell in those days, कोई आता था बोलते हैं एक टाइम भूखे रहना लेकिन अपने बच्चों को पढ़ाना. किसी को बोलते थे रोज गोश्त खाते हो मियाँ, बंद करो, दाल खाओ. हफ्ते में एक दिन गोश्त खाना, पैसे बचा के बच्चों को पढ़ाओ. And my father, and I tweeted this on 6th December when this happened. See, this was the way of his doing. On 6th December 1992, I still remember.
When Babri Masjid was...
आज मैं अहद करता हूँ कि 6 बच्चों को पढ़ाऊंगा, 3 लड़कियों को और 3 लड़कों को. And he continued till he died. And that baton came to me, and Barkha, I am doing it ever since. So I feel that the Muslims need to change the priority. Get yourself highly educated. Means you should be ultimate in that field with honesty and integrity. The day you have this in you, nobody can put you on side.
If you were to meet the Prime Minister tomorrow for 5 minutes and Rahul Gandhi for 5 minutes, what is the one thing you would say to both?
I'll say to both only one thing, कि मुस्लिम एरिया में पुलिस स्टेशन है, हमको प्राइमरी स्कूल बना के दे दो. रेस्ट विल डू.
Zafar Sureshwala, thank you so much. Always a pleasure.